Hello gamers, this is Sai, and welcome back to Which Way Games. Now, what is one phrase you never want to hear?
お前はもう死んでいる。何?
Oh, now that's painful. And with that being said, let's go on with the video.
This program is intended for mature audiences. Parental discretion is advised.
You are not beating me this time.
Not now!
Hey, not now, cartoon guy. I'm busy. Well, that's just rude. What the? Why the hell would you do that? Because it's my turn for a video this week and you promised. Yeah, but I was so close to winning. It's on Fist of the North Star. I kinda guessed it was. You guessed right, so sit back and relax and listen to the heavenly tones of my angelic voice. Since the very first cartoon, Phantasmagoria, viewers all over the world have been blessed with some classics of the cartoon world. Now cartoons have continued to entertain audiences throughout the decades, but if you head over to the other side of the spectrum, you'll be introduced to the amazing world of anime. But to truly understand the world of anime, we have to go back to the 1950s to the land of the rising sun. All the way back in 1952, Osamu Tezuka introduced the world to Astro Boy. First appearing in the infamous Shonen magazine, the Astro manga series would run for 16 years, where readers would witness some of the escapades Astro Boy would find himself going on. And from the success, Astro Boy would lead the way forward for other mangas to appear.
Shut up and take my money!
And one manga series that is known for its over-the-top violence is Fist of the North Star. But where did it all begin? All the way back in the 70s, Bruce Lee was becoming a household name, thanks to some classic films such as Big Boss, Fists of Fury and Enter the Dragon.
Not bad, not bad.
With his lightning speed and supernatural ability of his mastery over Jeet Kune Do, that two of his fans, Tetsuya Hara and Bronson, would be inspired to create manga about the legendary fighter. Hara was also a fan of Japanese movie star Yusaku Masuda and some of the films that this legendary actor appeared in. Hara recalled some of the greatest on-screen battles that Bruce Lee had faced, as well as some of the roles that Masuda had portrayed, and felt that the main protagonist for Fist of the North Star should be a combination of these two legends of the silver screen. And so Kenshiro was born, a martial artist that appeared to have supernatural powers, and was also a force to be reckoned with. Fist of the North Star appeared as a one-shot story in the 1983 April issue of Fresh Jump, proving to be popular with readers that in June of the same year, a follow-up to the original one-shot was released, and throughout the story, the setting would take on more of a Mad Max appeal that would soon become a staple of the series. It was from this popularity that in September of 1983, Fist of the North Star was published in Weekly Shonen Jump, becoming the popular post-apocalyptic manga we know of today. Now the manga might be something that myself or Sai will look at in the future, but it's the animated film that was probably the most infamous introduction to Western audiences to the world of anime, aside from Akira and Ghost in the Shell. The story of Fist of the North Star is set in a post-apocalyptic world where only the strong survive, and the world is now a lawless wasteland. However, above all this anarchy are two schools of martial arts, Hokuto Shinken, the Divine Fist of the North Star, and Nanto Seiken, the Holy Fist of the South Star. Nanto Shinken focuses on using sheer force with slicing and stabbing motions, while Hokuto Shinken is the polar opposite, with users attacking the pressure points of the human body, but with explosive results. Kenshiro is travelling the wastelands with his fiancée Yuria, when out of nowhere, they're confronted by a gang led by Kenshiro's former friend, Shin.
Right.
Shin proclaims that he's been in love with Yuria ever since the first time he set eyes upon her, and with a world with no laws, Shin challenges Kenshiro for Yuria, with the winner claiming her as the ultimate prize. However, Kenshiro is defeated in combat, but before Shin leaves with Yuria, he decides to torture Kenshiro, and from this point, Kenshiro becomes known as the man with the 7 scars across his chest.
You're goddamn right.
With his victory over Kenshiro, Shin leaves with Yuria, unaware that the events that transpired were witnessed by one of the brothers of Kenshiro. Instead of helping his defeated brother, Rao returns to his dojo to challenge his sensei Ryuken to be the next successor of the martial art Hokuto Shinken. It's from here that Rao proclaims himself to be the strongest after defeating his sensei, and it's from this point that he has plans on taking over the world.
That's cute. I remember when I had my first beer.
A year passes and Kenshiro is finally healed, and it's from here that the violent tale of Fist of the North Star truly begins. The animated film of Fist of the North Star was an alternative version of the original manga, whereas the TV series that was showing at the time was more faithful to the source material. However, free from the restrictions of TV censorship, the animated film retained the more violent aspects found within the pages of the manga. Despite this, Fist of the North Star is still heavily censored, with all the gruesome bits filtered out. And although it would be great to see an uncut version of this classic movie, apparently the original was lost to a fire. But apparently there's a rumour that a few survived, and maybe one day the world will be able to see an uncut version of Fist of the North Star. The animation is fantastic as to be expected, with small details as well as nods to the original manga found throughout the animated film. It's that moment when one of the characters known as Lin is almost crushed by a gang member's foot, and where a silent scream brings forth the Fist of the North Star, a truly memorable moment in this classic animated film. At the time of release, the animated film Fist of the North Star was very well received, and despite obtaining some criticism here and there, it only propelled this amazing film to cult status. In fact, over the years, Fist of the North Star's continued success with spin-off mangas throughout the series, several novels, as well as a questionable live-action film. Now, the live-action film of Fist of the North Star may be mediocre at best, but has gained a following with fans who claim it's so bad that it's actually good.
Nice.
And of course, there was even 2 animated series and a handful of games about Kenshiro and the many adventures he went on. Oi, you leave video games to me. You stick with cartoons and anime. You've been warned. Anyway, such was the popularity of Fist of the North Star that would go on to inspire other mangas, including JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, one I'll come back to in the future. All in all, Fist of the North Star is a perfect addition to any collection. With its over-the-top violence, fantastic storytelling, and a whole array of memorable characters, you can't go wrong with this influential franchise. Perhaps in time, the Fist of the North Star will return to the silver screen, or maybe Kenshiro will travel through time and help Jonathan Joestar against the evil supernatural forces of Dio Brando. While we wait for this make-believe scenario to happen, we can sit back and enjoy the animated series as well as its classic. Now that does sound like a good idea. It certainly does. And before I go, Sai, did you receive my gift? Well, I'm not gonna lie, but what exactly do I do with it? Can I feed it after midnight? Sorry? Do I keep it out of sunlight? Can I get it wet? Sai, I have no idea what you're talking about. Look, it's just easier if I show you. Blech. What the hell is that? You tell me, you're the one that sent it. No, I sent this. Whatever that is, I've got no idea. All I do know is I feel like it's looking directly into my soul. Bearcan. Well, if you didn't send it, then who did? Either way, it's your problem, Si. See ya. Oh great, thanks. Leave me wherever this is. That's gratitude for you. Bearcan. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, come back next time where I take a look at the Onimusha series and how the adventure transcended time itself. Thank you so much for watching. and see you next game.